And we're back. So I think this is day 9. It is April 17th, a Monday. I figured I'd give you an overview of the campground. So there are these little cottages over here. Some cute little walking bridges. Firewood is $10 a wheelbarrow, which is an awesome price in my opinion. That's the bathhouse over there. Some more cottages. There's a little stream that runs through this place. And right in front of me, that is the lodge. And they serve breakfast and lunch until 3 o'clock. And that's pretty much it. And you could drive your bike out to the campground, which is a very interesting story. Because I did that. Set the bike up on the center stand. I always think that's better on squishy ground. And went to bed. And at 4:45, I hear crash. And in the morning, and I'm like, oh shit, I know what that was. And I go outside, and young NC, my bike, is laying on her side. Apparently, the center sand sunk in on one side and not the other, and that was enough to flip the bike over. And I've never had that. I've been riding for a while. I've never had that happen. I was even talking to a guy here, he's been riding for a while too, and I asked him if that's ever happened to him, and he said no. Usually, the entire bike sinks in. So see where I'm going. So yeah, I guess a good lesson there is don't put your tent or any of your gear too close to your bike. Luckily I didn't. You get to ride over this cool bridge. Figure out where the hell I'm going. Yesterday I ran the battery out of the camera, so I gotta be a little bit more careful today. Two Wheels of Suches, that's the name of the campground. Alright, I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm going. So, with that, rather than sit here and waste film watching me read a GPS, peace out. And we're back. We're back! So I'm on Wolf Pen Gap Road, and I am heading towards the Blue Ridge Parkway. And I'll probably just record for a little while, like I said, because these roads are fairly complicated, challenging for me, and I probably need to pay a little bit more attention than the average person. So yeah, I said I'm headed to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is pretty exciting. I met a guy last night. He told me that's definitely worth taking. He told me honestly, like, based upon where I gotta go and where Tail of the Dragon is, he said pretty much Tail of the Dragon is just a tourist trap, and that's kind of what I thought. But so I'm not gonna hit that. He was also very similar to me, you know, doesn't really like crowds and people and stuff like that, which was pretty interesting. And so I'm gonna follow his advice and head out this way. Originally I was thinking about just heading into Tennessee to just for the ridiculous reason of just being able to write down another state, but I thought about that a little bit more and how stupid that was, and decided against that. So yeah, that is that. So Wolf Pen Gap Road, I believe, is what I'm on, and I guess with that we'll turn it off for a while. Peace out. Back. So I'm on a section of this Wolf's Gap Road that is it's pretty curvy, I'm not gonna lie, so I figured it'd be fun to film. The guy was telling me, he's like, if you do this road, he's like, in his opinion, he's a local guy, he said he thought it was better than doing like Tail of the Dragon. And again, you know, no need to comment if you don't agree or whatnot. Again, I have no opinion. I've never done Tail of the Dragon, and I really don't care. I'm just telling you what some guy that I met last night said. But it's a nice road. So far there's been very limited traffic on it, which is good for me because I'm going pretty slow. I'm probably doing the speed limit at best, which is a whopping 25, and there I did not know where the road went. Alright, I'll probably just try to shut my mouth and drive and let the scenery speak for itself. Whoa. Couldn't imagine this road in the in bad weather. Jesus. I'm one of those weird folks. I don't really love riding roads like this. But oh well, I'm here. I couldn't imagine doing like this with like dozens of other bikes in front of me and behind me. Freak me out. deer. Wildlife or present. White-tailed deer. There he is. Haven't seen any of those in a while. This looks like a great curve here. 15 miles an hour. Holy shit. I hit neutral accidentally. Jeez Louise. I've been on roads like this, but it's been in like some forest. Big old 15-mile-an-hour hairpin turn. Some hiking trails. Alright, well it looks like it straightens out a little bit, but you kind of get the hang of what these roads are like, so turn the camera off for a while. Peace out! And we're back. So yeah, I stopped to put on my rain gear. Now, of course, it looks like it's going to put a glove on wrong, like a schmo. I put a, and now it's sweltering hot. So hopefully it freaking rains on me after all that work of putting my gear on, because it looked like it was really going to pour. And it looked like it rained here already. And then look at the size of that bike. And that lady on it, that's awesome. The size of that thing. Now that's a big bike. And back on the road again. And away we go. So it's, I mean, I guess it's good I put on the rain gear because I was actually a little chilly. All I had on today was, you know, my nylon pants, underwear, my padded shorts, and then my nylon pants with my mesh pants. That seems like a lot, but none of that's really insulating. And up top, I just had my t-shirt, a short sleeve shirt, and then the jacket with no liner. And it was pretty chilly. So as long as it stays overcast, I think it's probably an okay decision putting on the rain gear, the liners under everything. Yep. So I think this is highway, I don't know, I can't even guess. I'd guess 441, but I could totally be wrong. We're also, for a while, we've been in the land of Hardee's rather than Carl's Jr. Same restaurant, just someplace from the east to west transition. They changed names. So, go figure. Yep. I actually hope I hit a little bit of rain. Other than day one, and I mean, there are a few other days. It rained a little bit, nothing hard, but I like a little rain every once in a while. I don't know why this guy's riding in the fast lane, but whatever. He's probably a North Carolina resident, so let him do what he wants. Straw wattles. Petrol at some point. Here we go. So here's Hardee's for you West Coasters. You can see they got still the star. That star. Okay, this is pretty dirty. So if you're a kid, don't listen to this. But so let me pass this guy first. He's from Georgia anyway. So that star, I always say he's any smiling star. I always say he's Sphincty the Sphincter. That's what I named him back in the day. Because I just Hardee's and Carl's, you know, they're always super greasy food. Give a lot of people diarrhea. Maybe that's too much there. So if it is, you might want to turn it off now. So I always laugh that he's a sphincter. That's kind of laughing and smiling because he knows pretty soon you're gonna have massive diarrhea. I used to have a whole voice for him and everything, but I'll save you from having to listen to that. So yeah, I'll end on that high note. So yeah, next stop, Cherokee, North Carolina, and then the Blue Ridge Parkway, then 31 miles. All right, peace out. So I figured I'd stop here. This is the Nantahala. Okay. Take two. I used to be able to say that pretty easily, but yeah, me and Mrs. Smith kayaked this river at one point. It was pretty fun. It's pretty crazy. I've also rafted down it and some big stuff. So anyway, pretty cool scenic overlook. Patton's Run overlook. Nantahala. There we go. Nantahala National Forest. So I also did a little short man's cheating trick over here. See that? You park next to the curve, and then you can get on from the curve, and you feel what it feels like to be a tall person. Look at that. Amazing. So I hope my camera doesn't run out because I know I'm filming a lot of crap. I definitely want to get some of the Blue Ridge Parkway. So that's cool. That's a sign for William Bartram here. That's a cool sign. Alright, and back on the road after this car comes. And that car. And the next car. Yeah, this is a pretty nice area of the country. I wouldn't mind moving here, like North Georgia, Western North Carolina. It's pretty awesome. Probably start kayaking again. Right now my kayaks just sit in the garage, in the yard, covered with tarps. Alright, well yeah, pretty road. Dogwoods flowering. Those white flowered trees. Theodoric Cornus racemosa, I believe is the genus and species. Yep. It's gonna be awesome to live right there. Right along the river. That'd be sweet. Pretty big mountains. So far, no rain. Back with the rain gear on and the waterproof gloves. So that means it won't rain. That inevitably means the sun will come out and I'll start cooking. So, alright, well, anywho, as usual, peace. Oh, here comes the rain. Very exciting. So, alright, well, peace out until we meet again. Bye. And we're back. So, still not on the Blue Ridge Parkway, but I had to go to the bathroom and I saw this awesome rest stop, Forest Service rec area. And this is probably the most picturesque rest stop bathroom I have ever used. So I felt that was important to point out. And it was also interesting. There was a guy when I came, pulled in. He's like, "Oh, I can't miss you with those lights," because I have clear water lights on with yellow caps, and I probably have them turned up like 40%. So I said to the guy, I said, "Oh, really? Are they too bright?" And he said, "No, they're good. You could see them." So I was just telling him, he's like, "Nobody will miss you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty funny on this trip." Probably so already. I've already almost been hit like head on six times. So there's the river, Monongahela Gorge. See, I said it right that time, back in the day. And they got a cool, I could ride my bike right down the river. I can't stop and take more pictures. It'd be ridiculous. So, all right, well, that's that. The GPS lady says this is the Monongahela Highway. So that's probably better than I did first time. "Only you can prevent forest fires," says Smokey the Bear. I once, a few times, previous job, I got to dress up like Smokey the Bear. It was pretty exciting. It's you usually have to have like a handler with you, and there's all types of rules that you have to follow. Like you got to wear like the whole costume, blah blah blah, and the handler's there because it's hard as hell to see in that, and it's pretty hot. Most of them have like fans in the head, like the modern suits, because you can overheat pretty easily in there, trying to keep you cool. So yeah, it was good times being Smokey the Bear. That's why I did such an awesome Smokey the Bear imitation. But the rule were, when you were Smokey the Bear, you couldn't talk, even though they do have those commercials where he says, "Only you can prevent forest fires." You couldn't say anything. You just had to slap kids' hands, shake their hands. You could hug them, which was kind of creepy sometimes. But kids enjoyed it, so, and drunks enjoyed it too. So anyway, with that, save some battery time. Peace out. So I know I said I wasn't going to record anymore, but this is such an awesome stretch over here of awesomeness. The Monongahela Outdoor Center. This is where me and Mrs. Smith went whitewater kayaking once. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. Actually, fucking awesome place. I mean, it's no Barber Motorcycle Museum, but if you're a kayaker, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I said I didn't want the camera to die, and I really don't, but I'm hoping I'll stop for lunch someplace, and I can always plug it into the charge box. It takes, unfortunately, the damn camera takes like 3.5 hours to charge when it's dead, but I guess putting some juice back into it would help out a little bit. So of course I turned the goddamn camera back on, and the river is no longer running next to the road. So we'll see if we pick it back up, but I don't think we will. Speed limit's only 35 on this road too. Leaving Monongahela National Forest. There's a little creek on the left, but yeah, it's I mean, these are the kind of roads I actually like. They're like gentle sweepers, you know, nothing like too crazy or too technical here. Good visibility. Yep. So yeah, again, Let me turn this off. As soon as I do, something awesome's gonna happen. Here's the thing, Sana. Let's get a camera with some replaceable batteries. How about that? That would be a great idea to do that, or one that lasts a little bit longer. That's probably one of the big reasons I might get a GoPro. I was thinking about getting one prior to the trip, but I was like, I don't know if I'll have enough time to figure out how to use it. And same thing on the return trip. It'll take some time to figure it out, and I don't want to be, at least with this one, I know what the limitations are, but I'm fairly confident with it. I say that, wouldn't it be ironic if I filmed absolutely nothing this entire trip? But yeah, so I don't know, GoPro will probably be for calendar year 18. So, alright, well, I think all you're gonna see is a bunch of countryside, so peace out. And we're back. So I just filled up with petrol, gas, and this sign off of the road I was on said this is the start of the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we'll see if it's correct. And I'm supposed to go to mile marker 334, according to, I can't remember his name. I think it was Gary, but I could be wrong. Let's just call him Georgia BMW guy, 1200 GS guy, just 1200 GS guy. So yeah, it's been raining a little bit, hard in some spots, so it's perfect roads, you know, just enough rain probably to bring all the oil up and make them super slick. That's sarcasm. And yeah, you know, I just definitely wanted to film the beginning of the Blue Ridge Parkway, if this is even it. But that's what the sign says. It says Blue Ridge Parkway this way. So maybe this gets to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Or maybe this is a crappy part of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Either way, I'm sure it'll be an adventure. So I think I'm going to turn this off again. And when it gets a little bit more picturesque and better, I will turn it back on. Oh! Big cat running across the road. Alright, peace out. And we're back. So I just had a North Carolina barbecue sandwich. I think it was at Neighbor's Drive-In, like one of those old school drive-ins with the sheltered roof, excuse my burp, that you could order food from it and eat it at your car. But I went inside and I got a hot fudge sundae too, which was a lot bigger than I thought. So I was still on the quest to get to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it is still rainy and drizzly, and that's about it. I'm hoping I can camp out tonight. If it's not pouring, that's my plan. I can find a place. I have a rough idea of how to get somewhere. Yeah, I gotta read some signs here. I guess I'm going over this bridge here. Yep, I guess so. Going over the river. Sorry. Okay, so not on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're going to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Thank goodness this isn't it. This is a little touristy. So yeah, that's it. Hope I said I could camp. If it's really pouring, I might go someplace and stay inside. And that's pretty much the story for now. So, peace out! And we're back. We're back. So we are in or leaving Cherokee, North Carolina, also known as Cherokee Buckfitty, North Carolina. And I really don't know if I know where I'm going, but I looked at the map and it looked like we're going to a green blob that kind of looked like the Blue Ridge Parkway. So here we go. I'll leave this sucker on for a little while. Oh, look at it. I wish I could get that Triceratops, bring it home. That would have been awesome. Mrs. Smith remembers everything. I don't even remember if we stayed in Cherokee or we were just driving through. She'll know. It was a long, long time ago. I don't even think we were Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think that's when Mrs. Smith was Mrs. Jones. Miss Jones. Yep, yep. Good at lunch here. Since I really have nothing to eat other than freeze-dried meals. Where I live, we're by the American River in California. We have this really nice greenway, and don't get me wrong, I like the greenway and I think it's freaking awesome, but there is something for having like a developed river area. It's kind of interesting. So hopefully this is the start. This is what it says on the map. Park information, AM 610. I'm going to get a picture of this here. Jag off at a park right in my spot. Stopping to take so many pictures. Ridiculous. I know. Ugh. Alright, hopefully I can make this quick enough. It's funny, I like that I have this camera on the thing, but it's you never know what you're taking a picture of. 3 layers deep. Yeah, it was interesting going to the bathroom before with 5 pairs of pants on. Good times. Alright, and maybe you all know my phone code now. To check. Change it. Never use that number again. Or cut it out. Oh, there's some people who like to whip through the park. park. I'm going to take my time. Be a lollygagger. Go slow as an RV. Oh, that. And away we go. That's crazy that commercial vehicles are prohibited. That's a cool sign. Steep winding roads. Next 35 miles. Be prepared to die, I think it said. Blue Ridge Parkway. Next ride. Camping permitted only in campground. Exciting. Super excited. Oh, now I realize. Took a picture in front of the wrong sign. Now I gotta take a picture in front of this one. Alright, this one I'm gonna try to do with the, screw it. That's pretty cool. That's called laziness. It's pretty interesting that I believe this is a national park. Oh, I gotta fasten my seatbelt. That it's a national park, but it's a roadway. Overlook ahead. That's your overlook. Turn of the helmet. Dry hacking cough still here. Almost a year. Probably go to the doctor again. See what's up with that. So far, fairly scenic. Now it's getting steamy. I think Mrs. Smith, she's the at-home support team for this. She told me the weather was supposed to be good, I think, until like 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. But yeah, you can tell I'm really paying attention. But what she did say is, yeah, that the cell that was going through was clearing out, and then another one would be coming through. There's some bikers here. What's up, bikers? I go into the other lane, waving at the Gold Wing track. They're like, Jesus, that guy can't drive. I'm drunk on that Sunday, getting ready to go into a coma. I took pictures of that thing. You know, they show you a little one. Most places it's just the opposite, right? You take it, you see a picture of something on the menu, like, no offense, Applebee's, but you know, we take a picture of something on the menu and it looks like awesome. We even went to Ruby Tuesday on this trip one night. That was my big night out one night. And yeah, you see something on the menu, it looks awesome, and then you get it, and it's like this small, shriveled up piece of chicken, and you know, two little side helpings of vegetables that both look like crap. And you're like, huh, that's not what I'm envisioning. This Sunday was just the opposite. They show you like this little brownie with ice cream with a little scoop of ice cream on top of it, and I get it, and it's like some 8-inch tall sundae full of syrup. And I mean, I know that meal wasn't the greatest for me, but my God, it was probably like I don't know, 30. I was just thinking what the sandwich was, but I think the whole meal was like $10. That was for a barbecue sandwich, side of fries, a sweet tea. Turn on lights. My lights are always on. This is cool. Oh, spooky. Gotta beep the horn in here for sure. My God, this is spooky, especially with sunglasses on. It's a juvenile. Tunnel. I was trying to think maybe I should take my Rattlesnake Mountain. Tunnels are kind of cool. Yeah. In my opinion, anytime you go through a tunnel or a bridge, you feel like you're on an adventure. I've said that a million times. So yeah, I'll probably run this a few more minutes and then cut out how much of the Blue Ridge Parkway do people want to see, right, without experiencing themselves. This should be enough of a sales pitch that if you ride, this should be someplace you come to at some point. If you live close, hopefully you've already been here. So anyway, with that, we'll end it. Peace out. And we're back. We're back. I got the dreaded no SD card warning on the camera. Hasn't done that in a while. I think it's just like a glitch in the system. So I guess I'm going all the way down there. That looks interesting. So yeah, I just wanted to check in for a quick scenery shot of the area. A little higher up in elevation, I guess around 5,000 feet. I don't really know how high up the Great Smoky Mountains get, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna guess they can't go much over 5,000. I could be wrong though. But vegetation's changed. You have more conifers up at this level, it seems like, and more rhododendrons. Met some folks from Vermont. They were trying to give me ideas to camp, except it was the way I came from. I think they knew that because excuse me, I was behind them for a while. But people trying to be nice, so what can you say? So yeah, it's pretty awesome scenery here, that's for sure. Being ridiculous. This is one of the things, I lived on the East Coast for a long time, and I just never did it. And now I'm like, I wonder why. Because like you're young and you're stupid, and you just don't take advantage of cool things. So you move away, and you come all the way across the country, and you're like, oh, this is pretty awesome. So again, don't want to waste a lot of battery time, but just wanted to give you some film. All right, peace out. And we're back. So I just wanted to check out this view. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. Oh. Pretty awesome. I'm still just poking along the Parkway, Blue Ridge. Apparently I'm at the funnel top view. And that's pretty much it. Just riding around. It's taking a lot longer than I thought. Like a lot slower than I thought. Yep. So it's interesting, like you drive through certain areas and there's spots you can, I could have ate here. At Mount Pizza. So yeah, there's spots you can, that is I guess intermixed, would be with private lands. I want to see where I'm at on the map. And that is closed. Closed for season. Of course there's a campground and I would have stayed there. Registration only parking. Huh. Country store. There's a restaurant here. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna sit here, look at my map and phone. See where I'm at. And that being said, peace out. And we're back. So, I am going to be staying at KOA tonight. In a KOA cabin. Because it's gonna rain and I don't feel like dealing with setting up camp in the rain. I know that's wimpy, but hey, at least I'm honest. Could have told. Yep. Here comes more rain. There was just a campground back there, but like I said, I'm going to be wimpy tonight. Hopefully there's a subway. I can kick it back, kick it old school. Subway. be my dream. Subway, maybe a good beer. And I could drink a beer in North Carolina. Doesn't get much better than that. Set up my tent, let it dry out. It's wet from last night. Like I said, it doesn't get much better than that, man. It doesn't get much better. Fuel here. I'm gonna go get fuel, I think, first. Because it's hill. Alright, hill. Oh. Alright. Stay tuned. Peace out. And we're back. So the bad part about this was I figured I'd go into this gas station and I'd have to get some holy God, GPS lady's loud. And I'd have to get some shitty beer, and they have a whole fridge full of craft beer. Unfortunately not singles, but hey, you know, beggars can't be choosers. If I gotta drink 4 to 6 beers tonight, I'm totally fine with that. Hey. I didn't put my earplugs in, so GPS. You can go. GPS lady's gonna be screaming at me. Oh my God. Hopefully this is down. Jesus. It's turning black over there. Hopefully I make it. First in freedom, North Carolina was. I'm gonna be there. Oh, it says I'm gonna be there in a while. That's crazy. I'll probably hit some rain then. .435 it says, which is not too bad. 12 minutes. Could be better. Could have been like 5 minutes, but it's getting pretty dark over there. Yep. Looks like I'm going into the devil's den of rain. Ah, there was a subway. I'm not gonna stop though. I'm gonna make a meal tonight. I'm hoping I have a little porch so I can cook, not in the rain. And it'll be good because I can use my damn stove for the first time. Only made one backpack meal and I did it over the fire. So, excuse me. Yeah, over the fire, it was not so bad. Probably could have boiled the water a little more, but I'm excited actually to check out the stove. Smoky Park Highway, that's what I'm turning on in 3 miles. I really wanted to do the rest of the Blue Ridge Parkway tomorrow, and it looks like some easier sections, so maybe if it's not pouring I'll still continue with that with that plan. One of the problems is I don't have a good map of North Carolina. I didn't, like I said, I didn't do a great job planning for this trip, so luckily Mrs. Smith is bailing my ass out. Boom! Might even be able to get ice if the camp store is open. That would be awesome. Maybe I'll be lucky and the campground will be close to stuff. Like a Subway. "10 minutes and I'll be there." I think I'd like to give a Gore-Tex suit another try, you know? This suit I'm wearing, this Olympia suit, is awesome in California because you're not dealing with rain all the time. But like right now, I know it's gonna start pouring any second, probably. Maybe if I'm lucky, it won't. But yeah. Anyway, I'm like stewing in my own sweat right now, even though it's not super hot. So I don't know if anybody makes a Gore-Tex suit that can open up into mesh. That would be ideal. IMO, in my opinion. But it would have to have like sealed zippers and stuff. Probably be pretty pricey, but you know, I'm worth it. That's what I like to say. Going back to the beer. Excited. Sorry, coughing in your ear. But hey, if you watch my videos, you know you got to be prepared for that. Yes, and the beer is actually from Asheville, which is super cool. And it's a dark beer, which is even better. I love dark beer. We met a guy today that was, he was at the campground I stayed at last night. He was hiking the Appalachian Trail. And he came off of it, and, you know, I mean, on the bike is a little bit of suffering. Not really, but it's a little different than a car. For sure. But, yeah, I can imagine hiking the AT. I had a friend who did it that I worked with in Florida. He did it, I guess, after college or something, and he said it was pretty cool, but he said it was, you know, it was definitely tough. Here comes the rain. Here it comes. Let it rain. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I think when it comes, it's going to be a big one. Here we go. Seal her up. Seal her up, seal her up, seal her up. See if I can find neutral. Do a quick neck collar seal if I can find the goddamn neck collar, which is all stuck up. There we go. Gets her to breathe in a little bit of secondhand from this person in front of me, secondhand smoke. Cool. About 6 miles or so to go. That's a big one. This camera's probably going to die soon. I hope it lasts so you can see the awesome KOA I'm staying at. Don't get me wrong, nothing against KOA, but it was so much nicer like when I stayed at the place last night or at the state parks. It's a little bit more of a nature experience. That's a cool little car. God, I am sweating so bad. Sweating so bad. Sweating so bad. Fucking hot. Sorry for swearing again. You know, on these videos, if I don't say peace out, it's usually because the camera says, camera off, battery low. God. Oh my God, it is sweaty hot. Sweaty hot. Nice thing is I have this awesome insert for the face shield, which is pretty cool. Because it doesn't fog up anymore. The down part of it was going into some of those tunnels. Yeah, it's raining. It's gonna rain pretty good now. I'm on this for 5.6 miles. So that'll be good. This is these are kind of like my original rain pants, and my jacket is a new one from a different jacket. So we'll see how wet I get, if at all, other than my sweat. And we'll see if motherfuckers don't pull out on me. That's the thing I'm most concerned about. So, felt a little bit of a splash in the face. I've never had this helmet out in the hardcore rain. So we'll see how that goes too. I don't do it, motherfucker. Okay, if you're a car driver, here's what I'd suggest. Like when it's raining especially, the worst thing you could do to a motorcyclist is like nudge out at them. Because I see somebody nudging out at me like that, and I'm like, fuck, they might pull out. So what do? I slow down. And then it just takes longer for you to be able to merge out in front of me. So I probably don't have a great seal around my neck right now. And it looks like we're coming out of this rain. This is what I noticed from my years in Florida with these thunderstorms. It's like usually right along the edge it rains the hardest. So we'll see how that theory holds up. Main thing in the rain I tell peeps is like, yeah, see, all right, is remain calm. Do not use the death grip and give yourself more of a cushion of space and try not to do anything drastic. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's harder like when you're in busy traffic or rush hour, because in my opinion it's the cars that are the issue at that point. I gotta merge left up here. Me over yet? I shouldn't say fucker. Is this nice person gonna let me over? So I'm just going 4.2 miles, and then I'm gonna turn on Wiggins Road. So one hard thing about gloves is, do you tuck them in or you put the glove over them? You know, that's always a tough one, and I think for a lot of folks, you know, it depends on, for me, like what's lower. In theory, my wrists are lower, my elbows are lower than my wrists in the rain. So if I put my gloves over my jacket, then that will allow the rain to drain off of my gloves and down to my arm to my elbow. .5 miles. Excuse me. Vinny's drywall. Forget about it. Yeah, and then I try not to ride in the center, because that's usually where there's a lot of oil buildup. But I also try not to ride in a trough, like where the wheels are. You motherfucker. Okay. I thought he was gonna pull out in front of me, but he did not. .7 miles. Merge right into single lane. So I'm either speeding like hell or people are really concerned about rain here, because I'm going like 48. And the speed limit is 55 according to Mrs. GPS. I wish I had a map of North Carolina. I think for my return trip I'm gonna buy one of those atlases like a small one. The BMW 1200 GS guy at the campground, he had a small atlas, and it was super cool, and it looked like it was fairly detailed. Now how you can get one of those of the entire United States, and it didn't seem like it was like an inch thick. It seemed like it was maybe less than a half an inch thick, or like a centimeter thick, or a little more. But yeah, super cool. It'd be nice to have that right now.
So, alright. Less than 2 miles. Less than 2 miles to go. Turn my clear waters up a little more. Try to make myself more conspicuous. Nice thing is now it's super cool out, so I think they're probably the least aggressive drivers I've seen in a long time. Ooh, Hot Dog King. That could be a possibility for dinner, and it looks packed. Who would want to go to the Hot Dog King for dinner? That sounds like an awesome road trip here. So I think this is Interstate 40 up here. I always find it funny too. It's like, you know, the guy on the phone, he was pretty nice. He's like, yeah, I got a cabin. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll be there shortly. I got to get gas.